'82, I was 17, my old man was 55. If you do the math between the two of us, that's 72 years of life. An eternity, so it seemed to me. How could anything live that long? Now I say my folks were only 84 the year that they passed on. For a little while it seems you got time to choose your dreams. Pretty soon you look around and you see 100 years ain't what it used to be. And my grandpa Roy, when he was a boy in 1904, he was taught by men who fought in the actual Civil War. And only 8 decades passed and my high school class put the tassels on the other side. Started on our way full of naivete on the great American ride. The months and years slide past, each more quickly than the last. Pretty soon you look around and you'll see 100 years ain't what it used to be. Oh, Johnny!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Johnny, hey!
Oh, well, then I'll give you these cucumbers because they're perfect slicers.
They're not, I don't like big ones, though.
No, I call
Josh Arnold Investment
I
Consultant.
call them pickles, but they're not pickles.
Josh Arnold Investment Consultant brings you the
Anyway.
Garage Logic podcast, number 1603.
We're going?
August
We're going,
21st, 2025, 98 degrees on this day in 1947. And because I'm easily entertained, I'll go through my weather calendar for this summer and find out how many records were established in 1947. She was a hot one, 98 degrees on this day in 1947. And 44 degrees greeted you early risers on this morning in 2004. Call Josh Arnold at 952-925-5608 for a free 48-minute consultation.
Hail the flashlight king.
And now, from the mayor's office above the boathouse on the east shore of Spoon Lake, it's Garage Logic with Chris Reavers manning Technology Corner, Kenny Olson from the Krabby Coffee Shop, John Height in the newsroom, and of course, the rookie. Here is your flashlight king, fireworks commissioner, and the keeper of common sense, your mayor, Joe Souchere.
You know who you remind me of, Joe Souchere?
Who?
You remind me of at the start of the show. You're so eager to go, like a guy that jumped the start at crashed ice. And you're going straight downhill on an icy surface, and there's no stopping, there's no going back. We are going now.
That's right.
That is quite the observation and 100% accurate.
Here we go, folks.
I came in the first thing and we're starting early. I'm like, okay, I just walked in the door.
Were you like that?
I have something similar.
Yeah. Say the state fair started today.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You do want me to call? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And what would it be without our annual touching base with our friend Marjorie Johnson, who had a birthday on August 9th. She was 106.
I love that. Congratulations.
And we're going to discover if even this year does she have food items entered in the fair.
What you will find for a 106-year-old will surprise you.
Do you know, I think I still have one of her containers. And
Yes, you do.
I'm not returning it.
It says Marjorie Johnn and masking tape
right.
underneath.
That's museum.
Yeah, it is.
That's I treasure it.
Yes.
I really do. We've known Marjorie for 32 years.
Wow.
Well, what's 32,
because that was my 32nd anniversary.
Thank you. 32 years.
Huh?
And we've never started a state fair show without her. Now, even though we're not physically at the fair,
This counts.
this is the start of the fair. We'll be there tomorrow. The talk shop is open. You can get all the merch even though we're not there.
I'm sorry that we don't have a Garage Logic front porch cam for all the GLers that have just, like a drone, stopped off and are looking for...
Angie, my buddy Angie is
We
out
have Marjorie.
No,
We have Marjorie.
actually, I was just about to say we don't, but that's because I know Matthew told her noon, but since someone went crashed ice on the show...
That's true.
Check your phones, boys.
Okay.
Angie, my gal Angie is out there standing in front of our booth
And not happy.
Tumbleweeds. She sent a picture.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's good. We don't want people waiting. If they're
And
not
it
gonna
says,
be there.
from Angie, it says, it feels like someone died. WTF.
Well, let me ask you a question regarding this Angie person.
Yeah, you know her.
Yeah. Why in the hell is she there?
Her and Mr. Angie went out to the fair to enjoy the fair.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
All right.
And speaking of the fair, Joe, you have something to promote that I printed out for you. If you go to garagelogic.com right now, let's just say maybe you aren't able to get out to the Great Minnesota Get Together. You could still get your GL State Fair merch on the website.
You better do it because I can't find what
I
you
am
gave me.
trying to. GarageLogic.com, you'll see the online shop. And all
I have
the,
it. I have it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's taking that first turn on the cracked ice, Kenny, right now. Get that hay bale ready.
It's a bit hectic, yeah.
Now through the fair, please mention on every podcast that new merchandise is on the site at the garagelogic.com/shop. This contains new items at the fair available to all. Perfect if you will not be at the fair but want to see some new GL merch.
This is not a cold read, by the way.
A new GLT, a new Spoon Lake T-shirt, a Flashlight King, and more, including, because on account of you want to know why?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy about 10 of those tomorrow. Just go to garagelogic.com/shop to check out everything the store has to offer. Ross Brendel, Score North podcast manager and 1500 ESPN APD.
He's for sale.
He'll read whatever you put on the teleprompter.
Typed a question mark on the teleprompter. For the last time, anything you put on that prompter, she will read.
Oh, God.
Put a question mark in the teleprompter.
Love that.
Oh, I can't help it.
That
I read what I'm told. So this is basically an announcement for those unable to get to the Minnesota get-together this year.
That's right.
You can go to garagelogic.com/shop.
That's right.
And you can get, because I kind of you want to know why.
Well, and if you just go to the regular website, you'll see it. It's on the rotator. Underneath the
and we
heading.
should also mention that the reason why we've got limited shows is we have we're limited as far as the musical guests that we can have, basically to zero. So that's the reason. So we've handed the torch over to Score North, and they will be out there in the afternoons, and they've got merchandise available. So if you see the Score North emblem, you'll know that the Hubbard Broadcasting is well represented over there.
Is there some reason Marjorie's on a
I was going to give her a couple
short
minutes.
leash about that? Or?
My last text to her said 12:05 because I thought you were going to do some things and then.
Well, it's not a big.
No. Well, when you're 106, I mean, we got to give her some time.
That's what I was wondering. Is
Yes.
there a
Do you think-
schedule?
Well, maybe she's kind of like you, where she eats her lunch at a specific time every single day, and maybe she
Right, you're
planned
throwing
that.
a wrench into the system.
You want to just stop the podcast and sit here quietly
start
and wait?
There's
the boathouse.
There's new fraud today, but I don't want to linger on fraud during such a happy time as the state fair. But it's been discovered again in that housing stabilization program where millions and millions and millions of dollars have been paid out by Medicaid to people who are dead. And I haven't found a lot of Somali names yet. Maybe the Somalis don't have anything to do with this one. But Lisa Demuth weighed in. It's a CARE 11 report. It's very good. We'll get to it probably next week. But the report uncovered taxpayer-funded housing payments made to deceased individuals, inflated billable hours, and whistleblower complaints that were ignored by both the Department of Human Services and the Attorney General. So don't tell me that this isn't systemic in the Walz administration.
Okay, your key word there is ignored in that sentence.
Theft has been systemic.
May I have a quick, brief on-air production meeting? Matthew, do you said you were in text communication with Marjorie?
With her daughter, yes.
Does she think that she's getting a phone call from your number?
No, she knows. No, she just knows that we're going to give her a call.
All right. I've gone to voicemail twice. I've left one for her. So,
yeah. Did we start yet?
So we'll get to this Carol Evans situation.
Yeah, might as well stretch it out at this point.
No. We'll get
fraud
to
at the fair.
Right.
No, but it sounds dreadful. And what sounds dreadful is what DeMuth is saying. Everybody knew about this, and they didn't do anything about it.
Which is what you were saying at the get-go.
Walz
You were
is
saying that
presiding
very, very early. You were saying that, and I was doubting you,
Walz
like I always do.
is presiding over organized theft.
Yeah. And what's another name for organized theft? Organized crime.
And our governor was on with the old neighbor this morning.
Hard hitting?
No. At 8 o'clock. Well, Vanita's such a sweetheart. She's not going to.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not ripping
I just
Vanita.
love her dearly. But she did ask him if he's going to run again.
And
he said something to the effect that it's been quite an honor, and he's very proud of what his administration has accomplished. Yeah, I guess you would be. The fraud's going to be over $1 billion. And he did not answer the question as to whether he'll run again.
He dodged it?
He said he'll wait till after the fair, but let me finish my point about that. 5 will get you 10. He showed up at the fair at 7 o'clock this morning just to
snap a photo,
to say he was there and get a few photos, and certainly doesn't want to be around when people might actually see him.
Right. A loyal listener, Scott, listening to us on the town council, is out at the state fair right now and says, will you ask Joe, I'm walking around looking for the fraud on a stick booth this year at the Minnesota State
Wouldn't
Fair.
that be wonderful?
Fraud on a stick.
Here's my prediction. If he is going to run again, he will announce it at the fair. If we don't hear an announcement from the fair, he will not run.
Do you recall last year when he was the VP candidate?
No, really? When that
he made an appearance at the fair?
Yep.
About a 30-minute appearance?
Yep.
Wolfed down a pork chop or something and then got the hell out of there?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I really want to say hi to Marjorie. The state fair is not official until we say hi to Marjorie.
Well, there may be some...
You don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know. And neither do we. Chris is on the phone now trying again. I think things can be difficult when you reach a certain age. It might be a little off-putting to take a phone call.
Well,
is that why I can't get a hold of you in the morning?
I don't answer the phone. I answer my cell phone. I will not answer the house phone.
Oh, you still have a house phone?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You're the only one I know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people still have them. I don't know why we still have them, but we do.
Does it ever ring? I mean,
all the time,
really?
the time, and it's never for me, and I'm not answering it. So there.
So here's our
another voicemail again.
No, here's my. This is from her daughter. Oh my gosh! I thought it was at 1 o'clock. She's not. I'm not there yet. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Oh.
So.
You didn't. It's your fault.
You know what? For a 106-year-old, I'm going to take the blame for it. I'll always take the blame for.
You guys are sitting on a piece of audio that I am dying to hear.
All right, let me set it up.
Okay.
You want to do this before we talk to Marjorie?
Yes, because we're not going to sit here and twiddle thumbs. We'll wait till Marjorie's ready. The world of AI, I cannot pretend to understand it. I don't know how it's accomplished, but the latest one is Amy Klobuchar having to deny that words she's uttering are hers, and they certainly are not. And yes, this is funnier than hell, but that's only 50% of the reason we're playing it.
Right.
We're playing it because this is the future we face. This is so realistic. You can't. It's Amy apparently taking umbrage over the fact that she believes Democratic women should also be selected for jean ads and bikini ads and pretty pretty girl ads where pretty women are required, and
In reaction to the Sydney Sweeney video.
it's all in reaction to the Sydney Sweeney jeans ads. And Amy sounds as though she's completely upset by the fact that only the likes of Sydney Sweeney get these ads, and why can't people like us, meaning her and her fellow, her sisters in the Democratic Party? And this is what you hear.
Look, all we're saying is that we want representation, okay? If Republicans are going to have beautiful girls with perfect titties in their ads, we want ads for Democrats too, you know? We want ugly, fat bitches wearing pink wigs and long-ass fake nails being loud and twerking on top of a cop car at a Waffle House because they didn't get extra ketchup, you know? Just because we're the party of ugly people doesn't mean we can't be featured in ads, okay? And I know most of us are too fat to wear jeans or too ugly to go outside, but we want representation.
That's terrible. No,
Did you say beforehand, Joe, that she has actually had to deny that this was her?
Yes, she's introducing a bill to combat this.
Kenny, there's news stories about it was a CBS affiliate.
Yes.
Did somebody jump on it?
And the New York Post also published a story about it. But I said this to Joe. How could anybody see that and take it seriously that it was real?
Yeah, but
that's the part
my answer to you is that one of our problems in the country is there are too many idiots who will think that's real.
Have you ever been on social media?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Minnesota's senior U.S. senator says someone used AI to simulate her voice, making a vulgar and absurd critique of the controversial American Eagle jean ad featuring actress Sydney Sweeney. It's not controversial. What's wrong with it? In a New York Times opinion piece published yesterday, Amy, described her struggles to get the video, which she said incorporates elements from a July 30 Senate hearing, taken down after finding it on X. For years, I've been going after the growing problem that Americans have extremely limited options to get unauthorized deep fakes taken down, Klobuchar wrote. But this experience of sinking hours of time and resources into limiting the spread of a single video made clear to me just how powerless we are right now. Klobuchar says deep fake videos like this are just the tip of the iceberg. Last month, another imposter used AI to mimic the voice of Secretary of State Marco Rubio and contacted foreign ministers, a member of Congress, and a governor. She's calling on federal lawmakers to support her No Fakes Act, which would create protections and a process to get videos removed from social media. In Minnesota, there is a state law that makes it illegal to distribute AI-generated content related to elections or sexual acts, which led ex-owner Elon Musk to sue Attorney General Keith Ellison in April. I sympathize with Klobuchar on this because it isn't anything she would say, but it just, coming from her voice, it sounds hilarious. And how do it do that?
Joe,
how does the AI do that?
Right now, there's this big to-do on X between Kid Rock, excuse me, and Gavin Newsom, because evidently, now I'm just telling you what I know, and I could be wrong. Evidently, Gavin Newsom's team made a fake ad featuring Kid Rock, and, they were trolling him, and then Kid Rock responded, and now they're going back and forth about something that's fake. And it's just so ridiculous to witness this happening to our society. John said, have you ever been on social media? John, everything I see on social media now is fake. I mean, seriously, even the true stuff that's real, I think is fake. It's so bad.
This is disastrous.
I've been at events and witnessed something, and then I see it turn up on social media, and I don't believe it. That's how bad it is.
And as she says, this is the tip of the iceberg. This is nothing. This is funny. What if it's? Can you imagine? I mean, let your mind wander and realize what could happen with this stuff. It's just ridiculous. I don't pretend to understand it.
Well, the
I don't think we
Rubio
can.
thing-
What's the put the toothpaste back in the tube? I think it's too late. How are we going to stop this?
Of course, it's too late.
Yeah.
And the Rubio thing, if you have somebody calling other countries' leaders using a voice of the Secretary of State, that's okay, parody, great, I guess maybe, but that's not parody. That's dangerous.
No, that's dangerous. And there's no telling where this could lead. This is ridiculous.
And it's also very predatory in certain aspects of vulnerable people.
Yeah. Do you want to take a break?
Sure.
And then when we come back,
we'll try Marjorie.
We'll try Marjorie again. I want to tell you about Bradshaw and Bryant personal injury attorneys. They're the best. If you're like me or many other people, you may not know what to do if you're ever injured in an accident. I got the insurance card right there in my glove box.
Yep.
But then what do you do? Insurance companies and adjusters they can be tough to deal with. You need a team. Bradshaw and Bryant and the team are there to explain your rights, represent you, and help you through a tough time. Mike Bryant has been recognized as a super lawyer and has been named among Minnesota's top 40 personal injury lawyers by Minnesota Law and Politics. Bradshaw and Bryant hopes you're never in an accident, but if you are, call Bradshaw and Bryant at 800-770-7008 or go to minnesotapersonalinjury.com for a free case evaluation.
The Earth is not your mother. The Joe Souchere Show.
State Fair time, that can mean only one thing. Here comes fall. It's right around the corner, and fall is absolutely one of the best times to plant shrubs and trees and perennials. The cool fall weather, it's ideal for root development for all plants, and there's plenty of time for new plantings to establish and survive the winter. Fall's also a great time to beat the spring rush. Get in touch with ProfessionalTurf.com right now today, and let's take care of this. To sweeten the deal, ProTurf is offering a special. I can't believe what I'm reading. Either a free 6-foot Colorado spruce or a 2-inch sugar maple tree with any project of 4,000 or more. That means you have these landscape guys out to fix up that place of yours. You're going to get a tree, a free tree, a value of $650. That's absolutely amazing, but it's a limited time only. It's only good until they run out of trees. Log on to ProfessionalTurf.com, fill out that free estimate request, and then let's get your project started. They are a Minnesota family-owned company since 1982. ProTurf specializes in landscape, lawn treatment, and irrigation service. Go to ProfessionalTurf.com, and let's get that yard cleaned up.
I believe we're officially starting the state fair. Hi, Marjorie.
Hi.
This is Joe.
I can't hear him. Oh.
This is Joe from Garage Logic.
Yeah. Nice to hear from you.
Well, I'm pleased to
Are
hear
you feeling good?
Yes. How about you?
Yeah, I'm 106. How old are you?
42.
42 alone.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm older than that. Marjorie, we understand that you did have some entries this year.
There was. Yeah, I entered. I won some ribbons, thank goodness, yes.
But I understand you're terribly disappointed that you didn't win a blue ribbon.
Right. I thought they all looked like blue ribbon quality. I can't believe I didn't get a ribbon on every single one of them.
Well, you know, I love your confidence because you've always been a winner. You're a champion baker.
Right, yeah.
What did you enter this year?
I entered caraway, rye bread.
Yeah.
Sweet rolls.
Sweet rolls.
And honey ginger snap.
Oh, honey ginger snap.
Let's see, what was that fourth thing? And scones.
Oh, I love scones.
And I thought they all looked like they were first place winners.
Well, that's because you've done nothing but create winners all your life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Marjorie, do you still get excited for this time of year?
Well, yeah, it's state fair, yeah. So important, yeah.
And
I started entering the state fair back in 1933, I think.
1933.
Yeah, 1933, didn't I?
And I have started every fair with you for 32 years. 32 years, Marjorie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always been my pleasure. You have been a wonderful young woman to know all these years.
Yeah. Do you have any children?
Yes. You know them. You've met them. I have 3 kids that I say that I used to have them. They're gone now. They live on their own.
Oh, do they? Oh.
Yeah. You've met them over the years, Marjorie. If you saw them.
Do you have any great-grandsons?
No, some grandchildren, but no great-grandchildren.
Yeah, I'm going to finally have great-grandchildren in, let's see, in next year, I guess, yeah.
Well, that's all your children, Marjorie, are, rocket scientists and doctors and nuclear physicists and just amazing. You have an amazing family. Marjorie, it could not be the fair without saying hello to you, and I hope we can do it next year too.
I do too, yeah.
You love life, don't you?
What?
You love life. Do you love life?
Do you have great grandson?
Yes.
Do you love life?
Do I have what?
No, we know. What's the daughter's name?
Mallory?
Marlene, are you there?
Oh, I'm here. I think sometimes she can't hear you.
Right.
So, Mom, she said, do you love life? Joe asked you if you love life.
Oh, I love life.
And
love
just
like everything.
I understand that. And one more question, Marjorie.
What?
What is the secret to a long life?
Oh, first of all, you got to exercise. You got to try to get in 30 minutes of exercise every day. And walking is so easy. You just put one foot in front of each other and go. And then you have to love life. You have to think positive. You have to think positive. I always think positive.
Yes, you do.
And I always think when I get up in the morning, this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. And at the end of the day, sure enough, it was a wonderful day, yeah.
Well, you're just lovely, Marjorie, and we love you, and we can't thank you enough for helping us start the fair.
Yeah, right, yeah. I sure, yeah. Do you still have that place on the fairgrounds?
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're still next to the ABC building?
Yes, Channel 5. We'll be there. We'll be there tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Marjorie, you take care of yourself so we can talk again next year.
Thank you. I sure will.
Thank you, Marjorie.
Right.
You're a lovely, lovely woman. Thank you.
Right. I sure like you, Joe.
You're
my favorite. Right.
Thank you, Marjorie.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Right, yeah.
Okay. It won't surprise me a bit if we talk to her next year.
Are you kidding me? Of course we will.
Be positive and exercise 30 minutes a day.
I got to be honest. That tearaway rye bread that she mentioned at the beginning.
Caraway.
Oh, caraway rye bread.
Caraway rye.
Okay,
what the hell is tearaway
Well,
rye?
like you would use
That's
it for
what he
soup.
does to bread. He just rips the hell out
You
of
guys
it.
have never heard about tearaway
Well,
bread?
you can tear away caraway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a song lyric.
I bet we'll talk to Marjorie next year.
You're darn tootin'.
You guys could take some advice from Marjorie, you cynics in the crowd, and be a little more positive.
I echo Marjorie's words exactly.
I felt like she was talking to me.
That's right. I get up every morning and I do say, what a wonderful day.
I'll try to do better, Marjorie.
And then I start to think about, fraud. And then it all goes away.
Right. Yeah. Reality hits you back.
Yeah. No. Marjorie, thank you. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you to everybody involved in helping us have
Steve, her son, as well.
Marjorie on the show. Say, if you're looking to move your business, expand your business, start a new business, maybe you want to consider Sioux Falls, South Dakota for the business-friendly environment, business-friendly tax environment. No personal or corporate state income taxes. Sioux Falls is growing. 300,000 people, has a large, well-educated workforce. The cost of living is low, centrally located, great developed industrial parks, so your cost of doing business is going to be able to be handled. Contact the Sioux Falls Development Foundation because they'll set you up with the resources so you can stop searching. Maybe you found the perfect business site. Most affordable city, rated by Empower, and the best small city for businesses and careers, rated by Forbes magazine. Sioux Falls has low business costs and high quality of life. No state, corporate, or personal income tax, no inheritance tax, no limits to what your business can achieve. SiouxFallsDevelopment.com. seafoamworks.com.
In 82, I was 17, my old man was 55. If you do the math between the two of us, that's 72 years alive. An eternity, so it seemed to me. How could anything live that long? Now I say my folks were only 84 the year that they passed on. For a little while it seems you got time to choose your dreams. Pretty soon you look around and you see 100 years ain't what it used to be. And my grandpa Roy, when he was a boy in 1904, he was taught by men who fought in the actual Civil War. And only 8 decades passed and my high school class put the tassels on the other side. Started on our way full of naivete on the great American ride. The months and years slide past, each more quickly than the last. Pretty soon you look around and
you cannot stop him. He'll just make a move. Joe Souchere.
I'm constantly receiving testimonials from GLers about Seafoam products and how one product or the other came to the rescue and new ways to use said products. The website, seafoamworks.com, is full of them. We've come up with a emergency survival kit that every GLer should have in your daily driver. And it's the big three, the three we use the most, the Seafoam products. One of them is actually, you should get 2 of them. Since you're in the store and they're right there, grab a couple of them. A spray bottle of Bugs Be Gone. The Seafoam engine treatment, of course, that's good year-round, anytime. Just give that daily driver a gulp or 2. Keep those cylinders happy. And, of course, the amazing Deep Creep Penetrating Oil. This Bugs Be Gone, let's talk about that for a second. And I'm not stretching the truth even a little bit. It's so amazing. It works as promised. The one-time hassle of trying to scrub bugs off your windshield or your bumper, your front grill. It's so easy with Seafoam. Just spray it on, let it sit there a while, and wash them off with ease. It's that easy. The motor treatment has been proving itself for decades. You can put your cylinders to bed with it, wake them up with it, give it a gulp every now and then. Those cylinders will be happy. And, of course, the Deep Creep Penetrating Oil is all you'll ever need for lubing, restoring, and displacing moisture. It's the GLer's car care kit. Buy all 3, give them as a gift. You'll be loved and appreciated the worldwide. Get them at seafoamworks.com.
I contend that George Floyd Square is a microscopic symptom of what's wrong with politics.
Okay.
It's been 5 years, and now I'm reading from the Sahan Journal. Had a piece yesterday. The city is going to host another series of community meetings to determine the likelihood of a pedestrian-only mall through George Floyd Square.
Okay.
Already, millions and millions of dollars have been spent. For example, when I say it's a microcosm of what's going on, it's almost Epstein-like in that with each new day or month or year, there's a new reason why nothing has happened. Another federal judge just, by the way, said, no, we can't unseal the Epstein documents. That'll just continue the rest of our lives. That'll never go anywhere.
Did he give us an account? You want to know why?
And same with George Floyd Square.
What a joke.
The city's pedestrian mall concept was released 2 days ago. It would restrict traffic on Chicago Avenue and create a cul-de-sac and public plaza near the People's Way, a former Speedway gas station across from the site where Floyd died. Dozens of community members met with city staff in a building near the square and circulated posters showing the city's concepts. Okay, this got screwed up from day one, and it's never been able to be rectified. This was mishandled from day one. And now they're arguing about things like, well, who's going to coordinate snow removal if we create a cul-de-sac? God forbid that somebody actually get out there with a shovel and just do it. Traffic and street parking would need to be rerouted from Chicago onto narrower residential streets. The D line and Route 5 buses could return to the intersection by making a detour around the pedestrian mall. Are you kidding? Minneapolis Public Works Director Tim Sexton said the city is still determining if it is feasible to create a pedestrian mall. Look, you got nothing going there. There's no reason that this 38th in Chicago is ever going to become a Shangri-La. You've got nothing happening there. The best thing that could happen for it would be the return of commerce where some people might actually get a job and work and make a living. This idea that you're going to turn this malignant idleness, which has prevailed for 5 years, is going to suddenly result in some sort of tourist attraction is absolute nonsense. The political forces that run the city from the mayor on down have fouled this up from day one, and it just continues to linger and linger and linger. And every time they come up with a new plan, they come up with new challenges because they're wrestling with their own minds. Well, can we really close this off? I mean, what about the Route 5 bus then? Then what if a dump truck has to come through here?
None of them are feasible in the real world. These people are not living in the real world.
And if we close off the intersection to vehicles, well, how do we access the alleyways, and get delivery to businesses? Well, if you keep going at this route, there'll be no business there. There'll be nothing there. This is absolutely absurd. It's been absurd since day one.
What's the paradox for the easiest way is the best way? You remember that one?
No.
The answer to this situation is so easy, and all sides are represented. There's already a roundabout there in the middle of the intersection. Keep the roundabout, dress up the center, put some sort of memorial in there, then pull all of the Jersey barriers, open up all lanes both ways, and then put something in that gas station parking lot. Keep the traffic flowing, put up the monument. Everybody should be happy. Let's just get on with our lives.
Marcia Howard, a community member and organizer, said people come from across the country to visit the square. Marcia, not enough people to worry about, okay? She said a pedestrian mall would provide more safety for people who come to reflect and learn. This ain't the Smithsonian.
Right.
They come here every day and they need to feel safe, said Howard. Jeez Louise. Really, it's a real microcosm of what's happened to Minneapolis. Inactivity, nothing can get done.
It's a look over your shoulder neighborhood. How are they ever going to feel safe? It's I need eyeballs in the back of my head kind of neighborhood.
You know what this has written all over it, don't you? The community grocery store in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Late last year, city staff presented their recommendation for the intersection to the city council, which was called a flexible open plan. The plan would have allowed the streets to remain open to vehicles, with the option of closing the streets to pedestrians during special events. Well, why wasn't that acted on? Fry said he wants to move forward with the plan now. He said that at least 15 times.
Well, he's right.
Yeah, 15 times he's been right, and it's never happened. The feedback the city gathered 2 days ago will help city staff evaluate if a pedestrian mall is feasible. That'll take God knows how much money, and then we'll get another study that says we don't know if it's feasible yet.
An adult needs to step up. Well, that's the problem with the Minneapolis government. You know, he's trying to be the adult here, but he's dealing with these idiot children on the council.
And Omar Fateh's not going to solve this. If Fry can't solve it, Fateh can't solve it.
Well, where's what's her name? Andrea Jensen. Isn't she on the side of the mayor with this? Jenkins, yeah.
Yes, I'm sure she is. This is her district.
Yeah. Even she has a sane approach, doesn't she?
I'm trying to see if she's mentioned here. We get the always available Jason Chavez gets mentioned.
Well, he's the guy who's been quoted as saying, I don't care what you want. I'm going to shove this down your throat. So that's who we're dealing with there.
He said he was glad that the city was getting feedback. Jason, you've been getting the feedback for 5 years. You have been unable to act because you're horribly incompetent, inexperienced, and ridiculous.
You're ineffective, kid.
No. Ultimately, I think this is a great start, said Chavez. A great start? He started this 5 years ago. He by great start, he meant he wants the pedestrian mall. And I think he is the one who said, I don't care what the citizens think. And now we have some pop-up events. There's one today. It just concluded at the Bakota Coffee at 37th in Chicago. And then 3 to 5 p.m. Next Tuesday at the Plot Gallery, 3730 Chicago Avenue. Community members can also email city staff about the project. Okay. Good luck to you. You're all incapable of accomplishing anything because you came into politics without previously having accomplished anything. You don't know the genetics of accomplishment.
How can he say he thinks it's a great start? It's a cluster F.
Because
it's not a great start, you moron.
Because he's Jason Chavez.
And I don't want any sass back from you because this is my neighborhood. I lived there for years and years and years. Drove through that intersection daily. So shut up.
Well, it's never going to be rectified because that train left the station 5 years ago, and it's a long way in the distance. You can just see the little smoke coming up from the engine.
See ya.
Woo, woo. It's way out there. It's gone.
Really I have an idea, Joe. Let's close. I know. Here's what we'll do. Let's close 38th from Chicago all the way over to Minnehaha, and then Minnehaha from 38th down to Lake Street to the 3rd Precinct.
Why not?
Let's just close it all. We can recreate the march every single day.
Yep.
You morons.
It's a shame. It's the intersection. Here's the shame of it. The intersection has had absolutely no ability to make an organic comeback. It's just been stymied.
Yep.
Nothing can happen there because the likes of Jason Chavez and these community activists have had too much of a say in preventing an organic comeback.
Yep.
And now they've got themselves convinced this somehow is a tourist attraction. You can come to Minnesota, I guess, and take the oppression tour. Get on a bus and go around town and see where all people are oppressed all the time.
Do you buy tickets for that event?
Yeah, they're very expensive.
One time only.
Because the city council's got to make some money on the side. Oh, it's a wonderful time, isn't it? Just a wonderful time.
Cup Foods, this is a year-old story, but at one point, and I don't know if they still feel this way, wanted Minneapolis to take over their property through eminent domain because they weren't able to run a profitable business anymore because of these people.
Right, and they're still hanging in there. They're
the
still
city
there.
council destroys businesses. That's what they're doing to that area.
Thank God this ain't Chugtai. What is this? This ain't Chugtai's district.
Well, wasn't it the case, too, with the we had the news story about the auto repair guy in that same area where people quite literally couldn't get in and out of his building.
Well, plus you let gangsters run it for the first few years.
Right.
Are you sure they're even open, Cup Foods?
I think they are. Last time I went through there, which isn't that long ago, they were open. I don't know. Look it up, Rook.
I thought I had read that they closed.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out. This is fact-based. Is Cup Foods open?
I'm trying.
Is it Cup, C-U-P?
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't it renamed?
No.
No, it was
Cub Foods.
No. It was I thought it was renamed after the Floyd.
I believe it's been Cup all this time.
I believe you were in.
Rook, are you doing anything?
Yeah. Cup Foods, it says open now, 8 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah, it's open.
Cup Foods in Uptown, Minneapolis, set to reopen in the coming weeks. This was August 17th, so a few days ago.
Aha!
There are signs of activity inside the location, which has been closed since June.
And it was renamed Unity Foods.
Oh, it's Unity.
Because I remember they put the new sign over Cup Foods. Even though if you Google it's still showing the same location.
Wait. Everything I just said was wrong. Cub with a B in Uptown. I clicked on the story.
Yeah, because Cup is not in Uptown.
You got to read those stories.
Yeah.
You got to read those stories.
I read the same story, Kenny, and had the same reaction, so don't feel bad.
Well, I have on Yelp, Cup Foods, the grocery store, is open from 8 to 11.
I'm going with that.
3759
I'm
Chicago.
just going to lay my
I'm
head
going
down.
with that.
Okay.
It's open.
Got her.
And that's about all that's open.
Right.
You've ruined it, Minneapolis, and you'll never fix it because you don't know how. You going to get a pup tomorrow?
Oh, you're damn right I am.
Huh?
Stop number 1.
Well, there's 8 locations to get a pup.
I know exactly the one I'm going to, too.
Pronto pup. I think I'm going to get one.
You got to.
That's a wiener in a bun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first food on a stick at the fair. It was founded in 1947 by the Carnes family, and Greg and Wayne Carnes still have 8 locations throughout the fairgrounds. It's the best value at the fair. It's a really, really interesting situation to
I'm
find.
having one tomorrow.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Because Pronto pups are better than the other kind of pups.
Well, it's a must-have.
It's the best value at the fair. It was the Minnesota State Fair's original food on a stick, and it is now the official food on a stick in Garage Logic. As I mentioned, 8 great locations throughout the fairgrounds. Make sure you support Pronto Pups this year. It's the official food on a stick in GL.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and he feels fine. Joe Souchere.
Let's talk about our friends at North American Banking Company. Been at it since 1998, and back then, they made a promise to deliver a better banking experience for you, your family, and your business. And they've stuck to that plan for over, 27 years, man, oh man. And that's the same philosophy that they have at North American Banking Company because it's banking done differently. And they understand, they get it, that there's no shortage of banking options here in the Twin Cities, but they're locally owned and operated. And that's important to you business owners because that means loan decisions are made right here in the Twin Cities. They do not send these out of state. So this helps you solve problems quickly and also expand your business with confidence. So you can check them out online today. It's nabankco.com to learn more. They offer the same online and mobile banking options as the other banks, but the difference is you're going to get the unparalleled service of a community bank. Once again, nabankco.com to learn more. North American Banking Company, member FDIC, is an equal housing lender.
Here is John Haidt.
Thank you, Joe. This news brought to you by North American Banking Company. Update to a story we had yesterday. The Ramsey County Sheriff's Office says that suspect wanted in connection with a series of gas station robberies over the weekend has now been arrested and is facing criminal charges. We told you yesterday about 21-year-old Dylan Youngworth. He was believed to have been involved in 2 robberies in Roseville, one in Little Canada on Sunday. The Sheriff's Office yesterday asked for the public's help to find Youngworth, but later said he was found hiding under a stairwell inside a home in the 7200 block of Main Street in Centerville. The 2 other suspects were identified as Kenneth Spite and Kamoni Hurd. They both, along with Youngworth, are facing aggravated robbery charges, which are punishable by up to 20 years in prison if convicted. St. Paul Public Schools is working to fill job openings with less than 2 weeks to go before the new school year starts. Superintendent Dr. Stacy Stanley said, "I'm confident we will have those teaching positions filled." She explained SPPS Human Resources has been doing new intensive hiring fairs in the community to try and meet that goal. The district had more than 135 teacher vacancies as of last week. Hiring of special education teachers is the district's biggest challenge. Dr. Stanley said it's just really hard to fill those positions. They're few and far between. We know that there's just a shortage of teachers across the board. The district detailed the progress made as of August 13th during the presentation of the board this week. The 2025-26 school readiness report included a breakdown of vacancies and the number of positions filled. According to Stanley, 80% of the openings across the board are now filled. There are contingencies in place if SPPS is still working to fill any vacancies on September 2nd.
Well, let's call it what it is. No one wants the bleeping job because they don't want to deal with your bratty kids.
Right.
3 people were hospitalized, 6 more treated for injuries after emergency crews were called to an office building in Red Wing yesterday. Fire crews responded to a building in the 4900 block of Learning Lane around 1 p.m. on a report of several people requiring medical attention, according to the fire department. 3 people were brought to the hospital for unspecified injuries. Spokesperson for the fire department added that 6 others were treated at the scene and released. Firefighters did a search of the building. The hazardous materials team was called in. No hazardous conditions were found at the time, despite the people not feeling well. At the time, the department said there was no ongoing risk of the public. Everybody is expected to be fine that was involved. As we know now, of course, we've talked about the state fair is underway, and you know what that means? The 72nd Princess K of the Milky Way was crowned on the eve of the opening of the fair. She is 20-year-old Mallory Thorson, a student at South Dakota State University from Waverly, chosen out of 10 finalists at the state fairgrounds Wednesday night. Thorson comes from a long line of dairy farmers. Her family farm near Waverly was started in 1874 by her great-great-great-grandfather Herman, who moved to Minnesota after the Civil War. Thorson represents Wright County, enjoys being part of the SDSU Dairy and Swing Dancing Clubs, and serving as a mentor for first-year students in dairy and food sciences, according to her profile. She'll serve as the official ambassador for the nearly 1,800 Minnesota dairy farm families and makes public appearances to help connect consumers to those families. Alexis Huffs, representing LeSueur County, and April Klefake, representing Stearns County, were selected as runner-ups. By the way, Thorson says she plans to return the farm one day to lead its 6th generation.
She has to sit in that freezer today and get her head carved out of butter. I don't like butter.
I do.
I don't like butter.
How about on corn on the cob?
Nope.
Okay.
You know, you can eat corn on the cob raw.
Just a little salt.
Yeah, see, I eat it with just pepper. So no butter, no salt.
No, I don't want any salt.
No butter.
I mean, I don't want any butter.
Not for me.
No butter.
Pot roast, no butter.
Just plain old white bread.
I don't like white bread.
Ooh, I don't like white bread, yeah.
How about tearaway bread?
Caraway. Caraway, she said.
Got it.
Why don't we, debate this while we're taking a break and hear from our friend, the rookie.
If you're not sure what kind of bread that you are eating, then check out the Freemasons may have invented bread. I'm not sure. Maybe not, but they have invented a lot of things that society refers to. And for a couple of years now in Garage Logic, I've been sharing you all the great things the Minnesota Freemasons are doing, donating millions of dollars annually to support cancer research, healthy aging studies, and children's communication disorders. Just to name a few items. The Freemasons throughout Minnesota, they're working together to make the world a better place by focusing on those core values and authentic friendship, personal growth, and clear throats, helping those in need. If you'd like to learn more, visit mnfreemasons.org. Also, Joe, you and your family are invited to attend the Masonic Civility Project, and that's going to be coming up Monday, August 25th in the Southern Eastern Metro Red Wing High School, 6 p.m. The Civility Project aimed at rediscovering the power of respect, empathy, and connection. The initiative invites the next generation to reclaim civility through real conversations, timeless etiquette, and building community. That's super easy. More information, visit mnmasonic.charities.org/Civility Project. The Civility Project presentation happening on Monday, August 25th, open to students, parents, and family. Free of charge. Red Wing High School, 6 p.m. Monday, August 25th. More info, mnmasonic.charities.org/Civility Project.
Here's a man who spends hours in hardware stores, sifting through the nuts and bolts of life. Joe Souchere.
How about that great shot of Harmony Spirits, located right there in beautiful Harmony, Minnesota. Where's that email I got from Josh? Hang on, here we go. Josh, hey Reeves. I know I'll be plugging Harmony Spirits any chance that I can get. I stopped by the local Muni and found a bottle of barrel strength bourbon on the shelf and snatched it up.
Yeah.
So glad the guys distribute along the I-90 corridor. Looking forward to making a stop at the tasting room this fall. I also found the official end of summer in the cooler Shell's Oktoberfest. Oh, man, do I like Oktoberfest. Tasty but bittersweet to say the least. Anyway, thank you, Josh, for supporting our friends at Harmony, Minnesota. And do what Josh did. If you can't make it to the tasting room, just go into your local liquor store and ask for the Harmony brand by name. And I know we're all state fair all the time, but Harmony's got a lot of really cool events to kind of wind down the end of summer. So check out their Facebook page. If you go on their Facebook page, they have a ton of events with food trucks and all sorts of stuff. But that wonderful tasting room has a rotating craft cocktail menu. So stop in. Please say hi to Larry, Damon, and the entire crew and let them know that you heard about Harmony Spirits right here on the Garage Logic podcast.
Thank you, Chris. And what seems like a non-starter in national and international news, Russia's top diplomat yesterday said that country will insist on being part of any future security guarantees for Ukraine, a condition that European and Ukrainian officials say they widely see as absurd. It was the clearest sign yet that there are some big gaps remaining in the negotiations over a possible end to Russia's invasion. It added to the uncertainty over how a European effort to rally a coalition of the willing to protect a post-war Ukraine, possibly with Western soldiers stationed inside the country, would fit into President Trump's plans for a peace deal with Vladimir Putin and Russia. Meanwhile, Russia hit an American business in Ukraine with cruise missiles overnight in one of the largest aerial attacks of the war so far. The strikes killed one person, injured 15 more, and hit what's being called a major American electronics manufacturer in the city of Mukachevo. Video footage showed a large fire at the premises of Flex Limited, a multinational firm that is headquartered in Texas. The company manufactures electronic goods, including games, consoles, laptops, and control units for cars and other vehicles.
Russia is a big bully that needs to get the crap beat out of him.
Are we just going to take that they
I don't want to
let's
go.
You think you should meet again? Because obviously that didn't do much good.
I don't think Putin's in any hurry to meet anybody.
Israel called up an additional 60,000 reservists yesterday after approving a military offensive to capture and occupy Gaza City. The announcement comes as Israel considers a ceasefire proposal from Qatar and Egypt that would see a 60-day truce and the release of about half of the 50 remaining hostages in Gaza, 20 of whom are still believed to be alive. Hamas agreed to the deal earlier this week. Israeli officials have said they'll reject any proposal that does not include the release of all hostages. The Office of the Director of National Intelligence will dramatically reduce its workforce by 30 to 40% and cut its budget by more than $700 million a year as part of a restructuring initiative, according to senior intelligence officials. Affected personnel were notified yesterday, either being terminated or repositioned to other agencies, including the CIA. Meanwhile, at least 600 employees of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are getting permanent termination notices in the wake of a recent court decision that protected some CDC employees from layoffs, but not others. The notices went out yesterday, and many people haven't received them yet, according to the American Federation of Government Employees, which represents more than 2,000 dues-paying members in the CDC. Vice President Vance, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth visited with National Guard troops yesterday in Washington, D.C.'s main train station as protesters chanted. The latest interlude from President Trump's crackdown in the nation's capital. The intersection of life in the city and a military presence produced another striking scene yesterday when an armored vehicle collided with a civilian car less than a mile from the Capitol. One person trapped inside the car after the accident had to be extricated by emergency responders, according to the D.C. Fire Department spokesperson. That person transported to a hospital with minor injuries. Meanwhile, a new poll says roughly 8 out of 10 Washington, D.C. residents oppose President Trump's ordering the federal government to take control of the city's police department, as well as his deployment of the National Guard. The Washington Post Shar School Survey says a 79% majority of D.C. residents oppose the order. 17 are supportive of the decision.
I don't buy those results. That's not plausible. 8 out of 10 people don't want them. The city is safer. The optics might be bad, but the city's a hell of a lot safer. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yep.
Waiting for a response. President Trump causing some controversy with comments about the Smithsonian Institution. He's alleging its museums are too focused on the negative aspects of U.S. history, including, in his words this week, how bad slavery was. The comments, which he posted on his social media site, came a week after the White House ordered a review of the Smithsonian's museums and exhibits to ensure alignment with the president's directive, according to the note from the White House, to celebrate American exceptionalism. According to I lost my place. Historians and researchers expressing a grave concern about the president's words. Sarah Weichsel is the executive director of the American Historical Association. She said such political interference stands to impose a single and flawed view of American history onto the Smithsonian.
Do you have Trump's words? They were astounding.
I have them.
The only part I have is the how bad slavery was.
I have them right here. Let me kill this. The Smithsonian is out of control, where everything discussed is how horrible our country is, how bad slavery was, and how unaccomplished the downtrodden have been. Nothing about success, nothing about brightness, nothing about the future.
Well, to say that, how bad slavery was kind of creates the implication, it wasn't that bad.
Well, what it does, it creates a situation where you can grab that quote and throw it out there without the rest of it. And I left out this end part, too. The country cannot be woke because woke is broke. We have the hottest country in the world, and we want people to talk about it, including our museums.
The same exhibit, when you go on, though, it's just taking things in full, promotes all the positive aspects of what have happened with race also. At the Smithsonian.
That's, and I've seen people go down the road of white people were also enslaved. Slavery goes back to Jesus' time. There's still some people enslaved, and it's just a slippery slope.
It's a big issue.
May I ask a very dumb question?
You in the back.
Does the president normally play a role in what the Smithsonian displays?
No.
I think it was his maybe clumsy attempt at trying to promote the greatness of the country.
Okay.
But Chris is right. His administration is taking over the quote.
Right. I mean, my personal opinion is whoever's in charge shouldn't have anything to say whatsoever about our museums.
Yeah. Very depressing survey here. Fewer Americans are opening a book for fun every day.
Well, you're missing out.
With reading
old form.
See, look, we're ahead of the game.
Okay, open a book.
With reading for pleasure in the United States down 40% over the past 20 years, a new study finds.
Oh, that's terrible.
And you know what women find very appealing in a man?
Money.
A man who reads.
Who reads? I'll take Horads.
I'll take Horads for 400.
It's who reads.
It's who reads. Not Horads.
Yes, Horads.
Researchers from the University College London and University of Florida analyzed surveys from more than 230,000 Americans aged 15 and older between 2003 and 2023, tracking their daily reading habits. Results published in the journal iScience showed the share of people who picked up a book, magazines, or e-reader every day dropped by 3% per year. Reading with children was also rare, the study found, with only 2% of adults reporting doing so on average every day.
Well, they're missing out.
On the plus side, those who did read with children spent a lot of time doing it, more than 90 minutes a day. The study also found that reading declined more sharply among those with less education, lower incomes, people in rural areas, and Black Americans, with gaps widening over the 20-year study period. The researchers speculated the drop is likely due to the rise of digital media, including social platforms, streaming, and online browsing. The authors cautioned that less reading could affect health, well-being, and literacy. Reading has been linked to stronger language skills, reasoning, and empathy, according to the researchers.
will admit to this. I will admit to it was rather fun, educational, and entertaining to have my kids at 2.5 read to me.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm
you're
surprised.
supposed to read to them.
I'm surprised Marjorie didn't say exercise, positive outlook, and reading.
Yeah.
Good night, Moon.
Oh, yeah. Old lady whispering hush.
Yep.
John, thank you so much.
Am I done?
Yes.
Am I done then?
Yes, you are.
You know what I learned about the Giving Tree, though? The guy that was the Giving Tree guy was really a jackass. All he did was take.
I don't know.
He
what
wasn't
you're
a nice
talking
guy.
about.
Shel Stevenson, the Giving Tree. He took the apples. He built a house. He sailed the world. Then he
Take
wanted
a
to sit
break
on his
here.
ass
Let's
when he
go
was
here.
done.
Let's go here.
Okay.
What a dink.
Don't you have another one? Or are you
No,
good?
I'm done, man.
Okay.
Man.
What are you doing?
This guy wears many hats, just not indoors. Joe Souchere.
Let's talk about We Are Nuts and wearenutsmn.com. They will be out at the Great Minnesota Get Together. In fact, they're already there because the state fair started today.
They got a booth there?
They do. They're over by the Blue Barn in that area.
Yeah.
And you can sample some of the specialty treats that they made just for the Minnesota State Fair. I haven't gotten I just swallowed my gum.
Okay.
Oh,
So, sorry about that.
Careful.
I have not received confirmation if those State Fair treats will be available soon at whether it's Fratelloni's or Max Hardware, Lunds and Byerly's, Kowalski's. But I'll let you know if that does happen.
Heritage Square.
Thank you very much, Rookie. But you can go online, too, if you're not able to make it to the State Fair or to any one of those locations. And you can go to wearenutsmn.com. Go on their website, and you can see all the wonderful snacks that have been created right here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And also place your order anywhere you want and let them know that you heard about We Are Nuts right here on the Garage Logic Podcast.
Do you have any fanfare that I could use here?
I did set
Any
you
kind
up
of
for
fanfare
that,
at
and
all?
We've got to do the thing here because we got to do it's
time for the GLer of the week.
Yes, it is. That's not how you spell fanfare, Reavers. You got to spell it this way.
All right.
Hang tight and.
Mark Shirley of Plymouth, come on down.
Hey!
You have won the Masters Maples gift box. Mark Shirley of Plymouth, Minnesota. That's fantastic. The
Mr. Shirley.
Mr. Shirley, the GLer of the week. And congratulations to Mark Shirley. He is your winner of all those syrups and seasonings and all of the wonderful things that go with being GLer of the week.
What a great ad campaign, though, too, Mr. Shirley.
Oh, it was wonderful.
That was Dayton's ad, right?
Yes, it was. Dayton's
for
warehouse
their
sale.
warehouse sales.
Yeah.
Say, I mentioned to you before the rabbits that had the deformed horns coming out of their face.
Yes.
And, well, it's worse now.
No.
Because now deer have it. Mutant deer are in Colorado, and they have pus-filled sores.
Gross.
They
Come
need
on.
salve and ointment and
I'm
unguent.
trying to listen to the show.
It's just dreadful. There's a picture of them here. They look just sad. Giant pus-filled tumors all over their body.
There's one picture of one of the deer. It has about 100 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, just
What's
awful.
infecting them?
They're called warts and tumors and pus-filled ugly things and blisters.
You want to
and-
get right up to that mirror and get those 2 fingers going.
Now they're called bubbles, sprouting all over the body of the deer. In the past 2 months, wildlife watchers have documented unsettling cases in New York, Pennsylvania, and as close as Wisconsin.
Some people go by there and there's great big bubbles.
Yeah, right on their face.
Officials were quick to identify the condition as deer cutaneous fibroma, better known as deer warts. The condition is caused by a virus that spreads between the deer, and experts have warned of an outbreak. It is often spread by disease-carrying insects like mosquitoes and ticks, which spread it around by transferring, blood to the deer. Well, that's just terrible.
Several times a week it seems like it's full of the bubbles.
You got your zombie squirrels and rabbits, and I saw the rabbits last year. I don't see them this year in Minnesota.
Have you guys ever seen the videos of the whales that swim up next to a boat and then somebody jumps down on the whale and starts scraping barnacles off it?
Yes.
That's what it looks like to me, these deer. Like those big, grody barnacles.
How will we get them into the ocean?
That is just, that's just terrible. These deer look like they need some ointment.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Look at that. Look at the deer on there.
We blaming this on aliens?
Yeah.
What are we blaming it on?
That looks gross.
Well,
Some tincture of arnica.
It's a virus is what we're blaming it on. It's a virus. And I want to tell you that there's a new excuse for young Americans to remain socially isolated. They say having friends is too expensive. Friendship costs too much money. So people don't want to go to social events because it costs too much money.
That's why Mike and I were discussing this a couple weeks ago, why dating has decreased because it's too expensive these days.
Really?
There was a study done by, I can't remember who did it, but yeah, that's a big reason why many young people are not dating because it's too expensive.
Well, it's an uninteresting survey.
Well, everybody knows that she wants a young American.
It's true. And I am happy to tell you. Oh, I got a letter from Scooty we should read.
Oh, good.
We were talking about the people out in Shasta County, California. 2 notes on that. Got a great letter from a guy named Scott Clark. And he writes, the other day you mentioned an article regarding Shasta County and their garbage collection issues. That's not why I'm emailing. When anyone mentions Mount Shasta or Weed, California, I cannot help but share a few fond memories. First off, it's the road trip. Now, Kenny, I emailed you this because you have to do this.
I read it. It's delightful. Good plan.
From Weed to Callahan is 30 miles in the mountains. Callahan was a 2, maybe 3 building town. Looks like there are 5 or 6 now. This road turns into Cecilville Road. It is another 30-plus miles to Cecilville. For this section of the road, figure a good hour and 30 minutes plus. With narrow twists and turns, no guardrails, and some portions eroded away. It's a fun challenge. There are several blind turns where you have to get out of the vehicle to check for oncoming cars. Our reason for this trip, now some 25 years ago, was to camp at a site called Matthews Creek, just past Cecilville. A friend of the family came upon this site when working with the Forestry Service back in the 60s. One rule they follow almost every year is they cannot go until the end of July. The campsite area temp may be in the 90s, but the water from Mount Shasta is an ice cube. The stream comes into this area and makes basically a 90-degree turn. This created a diving pool some 20 to 30 feet deep with a rock formation a good 30 feet above it. Glorious. Then 50 yards downstream is a quiet pool and beach area to soak up the sun. I'm not kidding you. I get emotional as I write just thinking about it. It is unforgettable. I was lucky to have had several trips there. There is no other reason for writing this email than trying to bring back fond memories for me and to give Kenny a reason for a bike trip. And then he links us to a story I looked at, and it's how fond the motorcyclists are of those roads. Oh, that must be fantastic. He says, your unofficial GL navigator. I got you from Sault Ste. Marie to the St. Lawrence a while back. Scott, I don't recall that. Regarding the same, I just became unplugged.
Well, plug yourself in, and you can probably hear me right now. But,
I can. Here we go.
Right to the thing.
Regarding that same situation in Shasta County where the neighbors are fined if their recycling bins aren't just proper, Scooney writes, not only is this another example of government overreach and penalizing taxpayers, it exposes more corporate greed. Waste Management provides commercial trash and recycling services for us, and they utilize their smart trucks when collecting our trash and cardboard. We've been billed extra on several occasions over the past few years. They email the extra charge along with a photo of the bin being picked up showing our containers and the contents. The additional fees are either the container being over capacity or contaminated, meaning recyclable plastic was found in the cardboard paper container. And after further review, we found the containers deemed over capacity simply had items exceeding the top edge of the container, not overflowing, just sticking out a few inches. When I contacted them to learn more and debate the charge, I had to give up because the automated service takes too long and is not an efficient use of time. When I was lucky enough to talk to a human, they were less than helpful and told me that's the way it is. This is the case with many large businesses, banking, trash, cable, insurance. Most of them do not care about their image or Google ratings because they know we are required to have the service. And they have no competitors. They monopolize price and bad service. There used to be a time in this country when businesses large and small cared about the quality of their product and/or service. One would think smart trucks, AI, automation, and DIY customer service would create more value, better service, and more competition. These industries and their use of these tools are eliminating hard work, transparency, honest integrity, service, and quality, much like the federal, state, and local government's good luck schooning. I don't blame him.
Boy, he hit it out of the park there. He was also talking about DirecTV. He's talking about some health services in Minneapolis. I could just go on and on and on. They make it impossible to talk to a real human. And then the real human has no compassion and is reading from a script and can only offer you solutions that are there on the script in front of them.
Well, you got me going now, because the same people who put you through miserable hell when you're trying to call them are the first people to send you a little note once you have seen them, a doctor, a dentist, whatever. Could you please take our survey to tell us how we did? Go bleep yourself. You didn't even answer the phone for 5 days.
Well, then
a line of health, I'm talking to you.
Well, then use that as the survey.
Only because they come to us all the way from Marloth Park in Mpumalanga Province, South Africa, from the traveling Lymans. It was on this day,
August 21st.
Well, in 1833, the Reverend William T. Boutwell left La Pointe, Wisconsin, to begin his mission to the Pillager Ojibwe at Leech Lake. La Pointe, Wisconsin is on Madeline Island. On this day in 1860,
August 21,
a group of abolitionists in Minneapolis persuaded Judge Charles E. Vanderburg to issue a writ of habeas corpus, or an order to bring to court Eliza Winston, an enslaved woman of a visiting Southern family. Vanderburg then declared her to be free, as she was living in a free state. Her freedom provided a boost to the anti-slavery cause at the time that discouraged Southerners from traveling to Minnesota, much to the dismay of the state's tourism industry. You hear that, all you community activists who want to pay reparations? This state had an anti-slavery movement in 1860.
Yep.
On this day,
August 21st,
in 1883, a tornado swept through Dodge County, killing 5, and then landed in Rochester, killing 31.
Holy crap.
Mother Alfred Mose and the Sisters of St. Francis converted their school into an emergency hospital, with Dr. William Mayo supervising. Realizing the need for a permanent hospital in the city, Mose established St. Mary's Hospital on October 1st, 1889, and that facility evolved into the Mayo Clinic.
Wow.
All because of a tornado.
I did not know that.
On this day, in 1893,
August 21st,
a tornado struck Rochester and Olmsted County, killing 38 people in 15 minutes.
Very morbid.
In 15 minutes. The force of the winds was enough to drive a picket through a spruce tree and to pick up boxcars full of flour before gently setting them back down on the track.
Come on.
On this day,
August 21.
the Beatles performed at Metropolitan Stadium.
I read about that on Monday.
1965. Yeah. I don't even need to do more of it, do I? On this day,
August 21st.
in 1995, Robert Blazer, a White Earth Ojibwe and co-founder of the Native American Bar Association, was sworn in as the Twin Cities' first judge of Native American descent.
Nice.
On this day,
August 21.
there are no items posted for sports disappointment.
Oh, we are clean.
Good.
See you tomorrow at the fair.
1:15 to 2:15 at the KSTP building.
See you there.
Right next to where we've been for 150 years.
Hey, see you at the fair.
See you at the fair.
Not if I see you first.
Nah.
Do us a favor. Yes, audio issues have been fixed, so you can subscribe.
Did you like to hear the show today?
I did. I enjoyed it very much. And you can watch the show live each and every single day on the Garage Logic YouTube channel. That's right. Garage Logic has a YouTube channel, and you can see full segments, video shorts, there's behind-the-scenes footage, but just search Garage Logic on YouTube and find us on all of our social media channels, which includes Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and also sign up for the Daily Logician. That's an email that comes right to your inbox each and every single day, and it includes the most recent episode of the podcast. Find out more and sign up today at GarageLogic.com right after you buy your State Fair merchandise. It's on the website, GarageLogic.com.